Welcome to BINBUSTER. I'm Greydon, and this is BINBUSTER, where I buy, watch, and review budget bit movies for you. Today's movie is Minority Report. I'll throw it up right here on the video, a poster, just because the box I have doesn't have artwork for it, because it was a rental box from Blockbuster. The year is 2054. This movie takes place in the future, and first-degree murder has long been ceased. How? By the PreCrime unit of the police department. This police department uses 3 clairvoyant humans. You know, people who have precog or premonitions. They would pre-visualize these murders that would happen, and the police would act on it right before the murders would take place, so first-degree murder doesn't happen. Although crimes of passion in this universe still happen, because clairvoyance, because those happen in a rush of adrenaline, a rush of anger. Those types of happen, and the police can't get there in time for those. However, there's always a minority report that happens. That is, they're one of the 3 precogs, clairvoyants, we'll just call them precogs from here on out. One of the 3 precogs happen to get something that is false or doesn't match up with the other 2. And it's usually dismissed. It's usually just taken as a error, and it's never looked into. That's what a minority report is. Thus, the name of the movie. Because of the credibility issues of the program, if this were to get out that one of them is wrong, then every case that they've had would be flushed out, and every criminal murderer would be released. This is important when Tom Cruise's character is precogged for a murder of a man he hasn't even met yet. With the police hot on his tail, he gets eye surgery to remove because of all the optical stuff that's going on in this world. In this movie, you can tell it's somebody by their retinal scans, even from a video camera on a street. Crazy, huh? So he goes through a eye surgery to change his eyes so no one can recognize him. He learns of the minority report and steals the female precog named Agatha, to try and clear his name. The man he was supposed to kill, we see pictures up on his wall when we meet him of all the children that are dead, including Tom Cruise's son, who is also dead, killed too. This guy's a child serial killer. But Tom Cruise doesn't kill him. The other guy grabs a gun and shoots himself after claiming he was being framed. You don't realize that he was being framed until after Cruise and Agatha leave and the police show up. And then it was there that the police find out that Cruise's character is being targeted due to the fact that he knows Agatha's mother sold her to be a precog due to drugs. And then when Agatha's mother became sober, she was murdered trying to reclaim her daughter. Tom Cruise knows this, so they're trying to keep him quiet, because he's the only one who knows this. Out of all the police there, he's the only one who knows it, so they're trying to keep him quiet. So they're trying to frame him for this murder. So as this goes through, we finally meet the founder and the director. I got a question for you guys. Why is it always in these distant utopias, like these dysfunctional utopias, it's always an old guy that's always pulling the strings? Hunger Games has him. Total Recall has it. Here has it. He has Cruise arrested and Agatha hooked back up again. When Cruise was arrested, they have him put on this implant for his brain that makes him in a permanent sleep. It doesn't kill him, it makes him in dreamland. And the old guy accidentally confesses everything about Agatha's mom's murder to Cruise's ex-wife, which was kind of a bad point, because here he is consoling her through it and just confesses out front to it. The only murder that the pre-crimes haven't solved. Or solved and framed a guy for. Let's put it that way. So, Cruz's ex-wife frees him, and then she frees him. She releases Agatha. She frees her husband, and then there's this celebratory dinner happening, and it was during this dinner that it's revealed that the founder, this old guy, killed Agatha's mom, and they show the tape of the precog. There's no way you can fake one of these things. It's there. He states Agatha is the main one out of the group and is the most important. Because if it's her, the other two don't really function. The mysterious old guy is faced with a dilemma. He can either kill Cruz and validate PreCrime at the cost of his own life, or he can spare Cruz and allow the program to be discredited. So you know what the old guy does? He kills himself. He kills himself. Program is then discredited because we revealed the flaw, that the one flaw is that once a person knows their future, they can change it. Just like in life. You don't know your future, but you can always change your future. It's like that in every time movie, any movie dealing with time machines, or everything. Think of Back to the Future. He knows his future. When he races the guy and he gets paralyzed, he changes that by not racing him. So, I mean, he does change the future in that way. The old founder kills himself. PreCrime is shut down. They're arrested for the rest of their arrested for murder are then pardoned, and some are still being watched by the cops because they are just a danger to the society. The precogs are then sent to an undisclosed location to live their lives in peace. This movie was based off of a short story called Minority Report as well. You know, honestly, I would give this about 3.8 to 4-star rating. It's actually a pretty good movie. Steven Spielberg doesn't really make any bombs, quote unquote. This movie has a feel of both Total Recalls. If you've watched Total Recall and like both Total Recalls, then you would love this movie. It has kind of that same feel. A guy is framed for a crime he didn't commit, and then he must go and prove himself innocent. Very similar premise, but not the same premise, but very, very similar. So let me know down below. I got 2 questions for you today. Let me know down below. What's your favorite adapted short story or book into a movie? Or what's your favorite Tom Cruise film? Those will all be down below. And let's start a conversation up. And remember, if you like these videos, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe and hit that bell notification as well. I do a video every Wednesday. So this gets you in the rolling for all of our videos. And remember, be good to each other. Make it a movie night. And dive right in.